Great, you've come to session 2, part 2 of how to start your business online. If you didn't watch part 1, that's all about your focus, and that is where you need to start. But now we're going to dive into how do you name your business. You've got your focus now, so we're moving on to the next step of, should it be a business name or a personal name? This is normally the next biggest question that people come across. Now, if you're like me in my world, you're a business coach, a coach of any variety, life coach, money mindset, maybe you're a consultant, a designer. If your business is based around your expertise in your head and you are that champion of that, save yourself lots of time, stop the video now and just follow this one piece of advice. Set up your business in your name. I was ahead of my time. I set up my domain name back in 1998 of SusannaReay.com. I have always operated under my name way before it became fashionable because I knew intrinsically I would always be me, even if my business changed perspective, looped around along the times, and it has. And that is normal. If you are an idea generator, a knowledge-based sort of subject matter person, you will be constantly growing and evolving during the lifetime of your business, if you're sticking to it. Of course, if you think, I'm only going to be running this business for a couple of years and then I want to sell it on, I want to grow a franchise and I want to move it out, then is a great time to look at a business name. So if you don't want to stay connected to the business in a long time, then that is where a business name comes in. And I have some people say to me, it's like, oh, but if I go in my name, then I can't sell anything off. That's not true, because your brands, your offers, if you built up an amazing membership, that membership would have its own branding and its own brand name. You might even buy the domain for your product as well. Like I have, thesparkspace.com. That's my business accelerator. You can go to thesparkspace.com and land on that page, which is actually a subpage of my umbrella domain, which is my name, Susanna Reay. Because what we do as sort of professionals, subject-based experts, is we have our name and everything comes down through us. And our products are the sub-brands, and we develop sub-brands along the way. And if in the future we want to sell off those sub-brands, we absolutely can. So the only reason I would ever say start with a business name is because you either are selling a product, because people tend to connect more to the product name. So your product name is going to be your business name, or the overriding style. So if it's a jewelry company, it might be Sparkle Jewels or something, making it up. There probably is a company called that out there, making it up, just flagging that. Don't look them up. I have no idea what they're like. So how do you start your business online? Part 2. It is the business or personal name decision. If you're at the heart of your business, just get going under your own name. Save yourself a lot of time. Register your name as a domain. If it's not available because there's lots of other people in the world with your name, then put your focus area at the end of it. So if I didn't have SusannaReay.com, I could have SusannaReayBusinessCoach.com or SusannaReayPhotography.com or Susanna Reay Fiber Fusion Art or Susanna Reay Jump Overseas. I'm naming a few of my past businesses there, but actually each of these were different and they were brand names under my name. So that is what I'd like you to do. So if you're just getting started on setting up your business right now, you've got your focus, that was step 1. Step 2 is to go and register your name as a domain name. And what you want to do is set this up. So yes, you do have the ability to have emails under your name. You don't want to be using Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, Microsoft accounts for your business. You want it to be at yourdomain.com. So it's hello@yourdomain.com. You need a professional business address. And with a lot of the recent changes as well, a lot of the CRM systems won't even accept you as a customer unless you've got that in place. So you want to set that up. And then the third thing you want to do, so the first is get your website domain. Even if you haven't made your website yet, you want to get that domain handle. You want to get that. And they only cost like £10 a year. They're really tiny. So if you're going between two names, register both of them. You can decide later. Then you've got that platform to be able to set up your emails on. So set up the very basic ones. So if you wish to reach out and email me, it's info@susannareay.com. Send me an email. Tell me how much you have liked this series. I will respond. I look at every single email that comes into my work inbox. Now, the third thing we want to do is set up your handles across the platforms. And I suggest doing this across all platforms. You don't know yet where you want to be, but we don't want to cause confusion with anyone else trying to find you. So whether it's on TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and probably there's several others I've made along the way, my handle has always been @Susanna Reay. I think you're getting the message now. You want consistency and building that up. And that is really, really important because no one can ever take your name away from you. It's your name. So that is part 2. I'm just checking my notes here. Is we have covered everything in part 2 of how to set up and start your business online with minimum or no capital. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and move on to the next episode, which is going to be part 3, and we'll be looking at what are you going to be selling.